Hi everyone, this is the In the Mix lab that I did. The first slide that I have here has the lab sheet with all of the answers, and then there's some pictures of the items that we use to complete the lab. So I have the water bottle, I have cornstarch, baking soda, sugar, measuring spoons. The first substance that I worked with was the cornstarch. I noticed that it was very smooth powder. There was absolutely no texture to it at all. You could see it on my fingers. Very sticky. If you put your fingers inside of it, it created the print of your fingers. Here's a photo here of putting the cornstarch into the water bottle and then shaking it. I had predicted that the cornstarch would actually make a solution. What I found after, I think it would have actually created a suspension had there been less water in it. Even as it was sitting on the bottom of the water bottle, it was creating some smaller pieces together with the cornstarch and the water, but there was so much water that it wasn't creating very much of anything. The next substance that I worked with was the baking soda, which had small textures in it. It was a little bit of grain. In comparison to the sugar, it was not so grainy. You could see right here, I put my finger and I slid it, and you could see that there was grain left on the paper, and then you could see the tiny granules on my finger. And then I poured it into the water bottle, and then I mixed it up, and this is what happened. So it just looks like it created a baking soda solution because there's no evidence of anything inside the water bottle. It's just more of a more murky color, whereas when the cornstarch was in the water bottle, it was a milky color. And the next one is the sugar. Has the most granules. It still has texture. There it is pouring into the water bottle, and then here you could see it kind of settling at the bottom, but it takes more to dissolve the sugar in the water. So after 1 minute, it still wasn't completely dissolved. Maybe if it would have sat for a longer amount of time, it would have completely dissolved. Here's my lab sheet for the In the Mix. My predictions, what happened. The sugar dissolved slowly. The cornstarch made a very milky, cloudy color, and the baking soda dissolved quicker because it was a smaller texture. I believe that the cornstarch would have made a suspension with less water. The sugar and baking soda formed a solution. So how could this system be used to test other mixtures? I would use smaller amounts of water in other types of mixtures.